Stephen A. Only on Sirius XM POTUS. This isn't tea politics. This is right and wrong, and I'm calling it exactly how I see it. Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. If you're dodging accountability, I'm coming for you. I ask the questions both sides hate, and the public deserves answers. It's my show. It says it right there in the title. I don't do excuses. I tell you exactly how I feel. But it's you, the listener, my callers, that keep it grounded. I just want an open, honest conversation. Catch my show, Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern on POTUS, channel 124, and on the Sirius XM app.
Are you looking for even more college sports? Sirius XM has you covered.
Deep center field, all the way back and gone!
College baseball, softball, lacrosse, and more.
Shot, score! Oh, baby!
It's the biggest names, the fiercest rivalries, and the championship chases all spring long.
Swing and a miss, she struck her out.
Hear it all on Sirius XM. For a complete schedule of games and channel numbers, visit SiriusXM.com/sports.
Hey, it's Trey Anastasio from Fish. Come join us on our exclusive Sirius XM channel. Fish Radio is on Channel 29 in the Sirius XM app.
Get the most baseball talk every day on MLB Network Radio. Expert hosts, insider interviews, and analysis from around the league. Sirius XM Channel 89 in the Sirius XM app.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89. For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck continues as we lead you up to first pitch. Dodgers and the Braves, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. A grand slam for good times. Blake Snell, fresh off the injured list, gets his first start here in 2026. Spencer Strider will go for the Braves. First pitch at 6:10.
This is the LA Dodgers Injury Report.
Presented by UCLA Health, the official medical partner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here's the latest. Tyler Glasnow on the IL, lower back spasms. Brock Stewart back on the IL with the left bone spur. Edwin Diaz recovering from elbow surgery. Ben Kasparius with right shoulder inflammation. Mookie Betts is in Oklahoma City. Last night he went 1 for 3 in his first minor league rehab assignment. He's in the lineup right now, batting third in his second game with the Comets. Dave Roberts believes if everything checks out well, he'll be back with the Dodgers on Monday night. Tommy Edman extended to the 60-day IL. Brusdar Graterol is in AAA, 2 games underneath his belt, an inning and 2/3, 2 runs, 3 hits so far. Kike Hernandez looking like a late May return. He is in AAA at Oklahoma City as well. Landon Knack, Gavin Stone, Evan Phillips, all with arm injuries. Let's head back out to the stadium and check in with the Dodger skipper.
Anything else for Dave?
Dave, do you think...
Other questions for Dave?
Dave, can you just describe...
Dave, can you talk about the pressure?
In the dugout with Dave Roberts.
Yeah, I think that, the hope is he gets through 5. The 75, marker kind of around there would be ideal. And then it's more of just trying to kind of peel back every inning and look at, if there's a long inning and how we're going to manage that. But, using Mark, the pitching, the training staff, and kind of Blake himself and seeing how he feels, and go from there. We've got enough guys in the pen to support him. But, yeah, looking forward to getting him back in the mix.
Talking to Blake as he was beginning his rehab assignment, he was talking how like the first 2 outings for him was just kind of getting his feel, and he starts to lock in more on how his pitches are looking, things like that. Did you see anything, just whether from footage or reports, when it came to his last outing that just told you guys that he was in a really good spot?
Well, physically, he said he was in a great spot, which is most important. I think that he felt that his changeup was something that he wanted to tighten up a little bit more in that particular outing. But he said the command was good, ball was coming out, was life, had real good life. So all that stuff, the markers that we checked. So I don't think it's too much of a stretch for him to kind of, speed up that process and pitch for us tonight.
We only had healthy data for 1 rehab start of his, but his velocity was up a mile an hour over last year. That kind of indicative of what he was pitching through last year, just with seeing the shoulder.
I think so, yeah. He was never, as we talked recently, he was never completely right last year. So that's obviously reflective of the stuff and all, velocity. But yeah, I mean, it's coming up pretty easy right now. So he says he hasn't felt this good in quite some time.
All right, there's the manager, Dave Roberts, in his pregame chat with the media. We'll continue here on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, and when we do, we'll hear from David Vassegh. As we lead you up to first pitch and the return of Blake Snell from the injured list makes his 2026 debut. First pitch from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium is set for 6:10. I'm Tim Cates of the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond. With every home run, get a free baseball bracelet at any location. Shop for mom today with beautiful gifts starting at just $99. Plus, get $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your coupon. And join us for a special weekend event May 9th and 10th featuring a free jewelry gift and Mimosa Bar. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Springtime in Southern California, warm weather, and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As your back-to-back champs look to run it back a third straight time, a good reminder to take your vehicle back to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Make sure that car or truck is running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. With locations throughout Southern California, find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd must mean baseball is back, and there's nothing better than listening to the boys in blue while grilling up some tasty Hoffy hot dogs.
Both have tradition and quality that make them the best. Hoffy's been an LA staple nearly 100 years, and Hoffy beef franks are legendary, including that Hoffy bacon-wrapped hot dogs. Yeah, we said bacon-wrapped hot dogs.
So kick back and enjoy the sounds of spring as you enjoy that perfectly grilled, great-tasting hot dog with all your favorite toppings.
Because what's a baseball game without a great hot dog?
Hoffy, so good, they're cravelicious.
Whether you're enjoying the Dodgers on a hot summer day or bundled up for a chilly October night, Navient's got your home comfort covered. Their high-efficiency HVAC systems, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners deliver powerful performance, year-round comfort, and serious energy savings. Plus, they're whisper quiet and built to last, so you can focus on the game, not your system. Upgrade your comfort with trusted innovation from Navient. Visit NavientInc.com. That's NavientInc.com.
Under the bright lights, every pitch matters. And every moment deserves something legendary.
Back-to-back champions.
From the first pitch to the final out, bring home a taste that's as crisp and precise as the game itself. Asahi Super Dry. When the moment is unforgettable, reach for the beer that delivers a true dry finish every single time. Celebrate the game. Celebrate the moment. Celebrate with Asahi. Asahi Super Dry. Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. Please drink responsibly.
This ball is gone!
Dodger fans, get to the next game without the stress of driving. Leave your car at home and connect with the Dodger Stadium Express. You can board for free from 2 locations, Union Station and the Harbor Gateway Transit Center. Services begin approximately 2.5 hours before the start of the game and run until 45 minutes after the last out.
And the Dodgers have doubled their lead.
For more information, visit Dodgers.com/transportation.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Dodgers and Braves on this Saturday night. Blake Snell bobblehead, and he's on the mound making his first start of the year. First pitch coming up at 6:10. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by El Pato, born in LA and made for your game day. El Pato brings authentic Mexican-style tomato sauces, salsas, and hot sauces right to your table. El Pato Gourmet in a can.
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on Deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Vassegh.
Well, DV, feels good to say it. Happy Snellzilla Day.
That's right, Snellzilla Saturday. Much anticipated start for Blake Snell. He's been wanting to get back and join the team and help for the run to the three-peat. And look, the way I understand it, the way Blake Snell and Andrew Friedman explained it to me, how this all came together, was Thursday night at Will Smith's charity comedy event. No joke, Tim. This is how it came together. Snell and Andrew Friedman talked about the possibility of him starting tonight instead of where he was scheduled to start originally in Rancho Cucamonga for Ontario. Once Tyler Glasnow's back flared up, Snell and Friedman got together and said this makes the most sense, and then we can move Roki Sasaki to Monday, give everybody an extra day. So this is something that those two guys talked about on Thursday night, and Snell definitely was all in to pitch tonight against the Braves.
David is brought to you by the Ford Maverick, Motor Trends and North American Truck of the Year. The Ford Maverick, everything you need in the most innovative truck with 42 miles per gallon at the best MSRP for its category. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Go to your Southern California Ford dealers today. Brock Stewart comes off the IL, and he's back on the IL. What happened, David?
Yeah, we just talked to him yesterday, and I talked to him in the clubhouse earlier today, and he just wasn't himself. And he wasn't really himself yesterday, and I was a little confused why he wouldn't be more excited to be back after such a long time on the IL. And he let me know why before it became official. He has bone spurs on the top of his left foot. That's his landing foot as a right-handed pitcher. He told me that he's been dealing with it for the last week, but tried to pitch through it. And I asked him, when did this happen? One pitch, he landed, he started to feel it. He said it wasn't one event. It was obviously just a buildup of things. So, again, another disappointing situation as it regards to Brock Stewart and the Dodgers. They traded for him at the trade deadline, and he really hasn't pitched a lot. Elbow surgery last year ended it, and all of a sudden he comes back all the way back, and then all of a sudden starts to have left foot problems. So thoroughly frustrated, and he was a little down today.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, time now for the Dodger Derby, brought to you by Santa Anita Park. As we pick head-to-head, a race every single day at the end of the racing season. We'll see who's got the most correct. We're looking at tomorrow's third race at Santa Anita, David, 1 1/8 on the dirt. Currently a 6-horse race. Who do you like?
Well, I always feel bad. I'm going first, Tim, so I'm going to let you have the honors right now.
All right, I'm going to go with the number 2 horse, Just a Graze. Just a Graze.
Just a Graze. See, I feel like I always get the advantage when I'm picking first, so I'm going to go with the number 3 horse, King of Dragons.
Ooh, King of Dragons, a good one, David. All right,
you don't know who that is.
I have no clue. Bring Mom to the races tomorrow at Mother's Day at Santa Anita Park. Special packages for Mom are still available. Find out more. Tickets at santaanita.com/events. Coming up here on Dodgers on Deck, DV goes one-on-one with Nomar Garcia-Parra. We'll break down this pitching matchup, of course. We'll hear from Charlie Steiner, but up next, your Dodgers magical moment. Dodgers, Braves, first pitch is 6:10. I'm Tim Cates at the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The PGA Championship is coming, and you can hear it on SiriusXM.
Feeding down toward the cup. He made it! He made it!
Can Rory McIlroy win his second consecutive major?
I think Scotty's just been sort of head and shoulders above the rest of us. But yeah, this does my confidence the world of good.
Or will defending champion Scotty Scheffler win his first major of the season?
Scotty Scheffler is a PGA champion!
PGA Tour Radio is previewing the PGA Championship on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
That was an all-time classic.
Adam Shine brings his unique perspective and passionate sports talk to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
That game led the league in holy cow wow moments.
The biggest and hottest names across Major League Baseball.
Star shortstop for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
It's great to kind of build the new culture here in Kansas City.
Shine on Sports, weekdays 9 Eastern. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Hey, it's Steve Phillips. If you love baseball and a little chaos, welcome to the leadoff spot with Eduardo Perez, Xavier Scruggs, and me. We break down stories across the league, debate the hot takes, and yes, dad jokes happen, like this one. Why was the baseball stadium so cool? Because it was full of fans. Great baseball talk and jokes so bad they should come with a warning label. The leadoff spot, weekday mornings from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Go inside baseball with a team of analysts featuring all-stars, award winners, and world champions on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
Hello, it's Youngblood. I'm doing my own show, Youngblood Radio, the greatest music of all time. Every week on Alt Nation, Channel 36.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis, After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89. For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Dodgers and Braves on this Saturday night. Blake Snell makes the return off the IL on his bobblehead night. Spencer Strider will go for Atlanta. First pitch coming up at 6:10.
Hot dogs here. It's not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment. It's magical.
It was magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, the Dodgers taking on the Braves. We go back to 2013, the NLDS, Dodgers and Braves at Dodger Stadium. Game 4, 8th inning. Juan Uribe couldn't get the bunt down, so he said, it's all right, I'll just hit a home run.
And the 2-2 pitch. Uribe hits a high fly ball into deep left field. Way down the line and gone. And the Dodgers lead 4-3 on a 2-run home run by Juan Uribe. Isn't it amazing what somebody will do when he can't bunt? Juan Uribe got a fastball and hit it back right in the area of the bullpen. And it is 4-3 Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Ah, the great Vin Scully with the call. In the bottom of the 8th, Juan Uribe couldn't get the bunt down, so he had to swing away. It hits a 2-run, go-ahead home run as the Dodgers beat the Braves, sending to the Dodgers to the NLCS. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in with Charlie Steiner for leading you up to first pitch. I'm Tim Cates of the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
People still love the songs. They are attached to special memories in people's lives.
Don Henley, Joe Walsh, and the Eagles return with the Hotel California channel.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
I've got 50 years of stories I can't tell. Maybe I can now.
Check into Hotel California now on Channel 105 and the Sirius XM app for a limited time.
Everything a football fan needs is on the Sirius XM app. The biggest college football games.
Holy smokes, what a play!
Every NFL game with your hometown announcers.
It's a miracle in Las Vegas!
Winning fantasy football advice from the experts on Fantasy Sports Radio.
Just because you're allowed to make a waiver move doesn't mean you have to make a waiver move.
And passionate personalities on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
You're not winning a championship. Can we mellow out?
No matter how you follow football, it's all on the Sirius XM app.
Let the games begin.
On Sirius XM, you get all the sports play-by-play you want and all the live sports talk you need. It's always a home game when you listen to the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB on the Sirius XM app.
How good is that?
We fuel your fandom with NASCAR, the biggest college games, PGA, and soccer. And when news breaks, hear instant reaction.
We got a big developing story out of Cincinnati.
The Sirius XM app. Everything a sports fan needs, all in one place.
When the game ends, the baseball talk begins. Tune into MLB Network Radio for expert analysis, great guests, and hosts who live the game on Channel 89 and the Sirius XM app.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you dominate. Channel 87 and on the Sirius XM app.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Hope.org.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
It's the Dodgers and Braves on Blake Snell bobblehead night. Blake Snell getting the start, his first of the year. First pitch coming up at 6:10. Time now for the Verizon startup as we are 35 minutes away from the start of the game. Now Verizon, you can lock in your low price for 3 years so you can save big. Visit your SoCal Verizon store today. We say hello to Charlie Steiner.
All right, Tim, the Dodgers and the Braves get ready for the second game of this 3-game series. The Dodgers 3-1 winners last night. And we found out today that Bobby Cox passed away at the age of 84. And, he was a friend to anybody around baseball, and really everybody around baseball. He was just a joy to be around. Oh, by the way, one of the winningest managers in the history of the game.
Yeah, a lot of sadness when we discovered that today because Bobby meant so much to the game of baseball. He truly loved the game. He loved the people in it. He loved the atmosphere. He liked to talk about the game. It was the inside game. It wasn't just, well, look at the numbers here, look at the numbers there. He managed people like they were friends, they were business partners, and he also managed with his eyes and with his gut and a feeling that he had during the game and knowing what his guys could do and could not do, and never wanted to put his players in a situation, an area where he knew that they were not going to be able to succeed.
I also vividly remember that little room just adjacent to the first base dugout, and there was a TV set in there, and the Weather Channel was on all the time, not because he was a weather freak, but because it would depend on how his team would play, who would pitch, under what circumstances, and you'd sit back there, and he'd have a cigar in his mouth, watching the Weather Channel, and then just talking baseball. I don't know that anybody didn't love this guy that spent any time with him.
No, and he came to, he earned his stripes. You start to look at it. Remember, he was a third baseman in the New York Yankees organization from 68 to 69. Injuries cut his playing career short, although Bobby would say very honestly, look, I wasn't going to go anywhere. But he understood, look, he spent the next decade working his way up through the Yankees farm system as a manager until he became a first base coach, 1977. And then he got a chance to go on with the Atlanta Braves. And when he was able to do that, at the time, we think back, Charlie, remember when he was first hired with the Atlanta Braves, he was just 36 years of age. He was the youngest manager going. His ball club went 78 and 81. People are saying, well, Bobby Cox, he's coming up. He's just a young manager. But boy, was he smart when he put on that baseball cap and he got in the dugout.
The other thing that I remember vividly about Bobby, when we'd go down there and then we'd kind of schmooze in his office. And I remember when Time Warner merged with AOL. This is 1996. And Bobby, an old-timer, didn't know anything about computers and any of that stuff. And he turns and asks me, he said, well, now that AOL owns us, you think I can get a free computer? I said, there's a pretty good chance. But that's how he thought.
How about this, Charlie? Fourth among wins as a manager. 2,504. Here's the other part, too. He was ejected more than any other manager in Major League Baseball history. The number of ejections is also kind of, is kind of strange. He was ejected from games exactly 162 times an entire season, if you look at a baseball season for a team. He was not afraid to voice his displeasure, and he let people know about it.
And, again, that coaching staff that he had. You had Leo Mazzoni and our old friend Pat Corrales. That group was solid. And they were there year after year after year. And, by the way, you had the Glavine, Maddox, and Smoltz, and Andrew Jones, and Javi Lopez. And that great team, the Mad Dog Fred McGriff, David Justice, Ryan Klesko. So he had great teams, great people around him. And he is going to be sorely missed in just a couple of days after Ted Turner passed away. And so two giants of the industry spending a good portion of their baseball careers in Atlanta. And the Dodgers organization is going to have a moment of silence prior to the game today.
Well, there's been silence all around Major League Baseball and the people that knew Bobby Cox. One of the great things you can talk about is that Bobby Cox is not only a fabulous manager, he was a very well-respected human being, and he was approachable. He never ran away from controversy. If you thought that, he had a bad thought here or there, you could talk to him. He'd say, hey, sit down, let's talk about it. And he's going to be missed. You look at the consecutive division titles, but he was there, he was present. And the highest compliment that I can make to someone that's been in baseball is that baseball became a better sport because of Bobby Cox. He was a contributor to this game growing.
We will miss him. Truly will. Well, meantime, Game 2 of the 3-game series, Spencer Strider, Blake Snell making his first start of the season coming up. Lineups and first pitch right around the corner, Tim.
All right, thank you, Charlie. Dodgers baseball presented by Uniqlo Field at Dodgers Stadium. Visit uniqlo.com/US. Still to come here on Dodgers on Deck. We'll get you a preview of this pitching matchup. Tim and Rick will get you those keys to the game. But up next, we go high and tight with Nomar Garciaparra. You see him on Sportsnet LA. As we lead up to Dodgers and Braves, it's the return of Blake Snell here in 2026, making his first start on his bobblehead night. I'm Tim Cates. It's the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
My name is Jessica Cashew, and I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road.
Toyota makes the vehicles. You make it yours.
I've done quite a bit to the truck. I started with wheels and tires. Suspension was next, and then I just redid the exhaust system, so super excited about that.
Now it's easier than ever to modify your Toyota at your local Toyota dealer. We're partnering with leading accessory brands like ARB, Fox, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence.
The truck gives me that possibility to get out there and go places that other people aren't able to go. I took it all the way up to Utah for an archery competition. So it's fun. It's a fun drive.
From lift kits to camping gear, modify your Toyota truck or SUV at your local Toyota dealer just the way you want with warranted custom work. Or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Dodger fans, style meets performance this summer. Uniqlo, the official apparel partner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, brings game-changing comfort from the clubhouse to the stands. Whether you're catching a fly ball or catching the sunset at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, gear up like the pros in lightweight, breathable designs made for every fan. Find your fit at Uniqlo stores across California, around the world, or at uniqlo.com. Uniqlo, simply better. Play ball!
Hi, I'm Teoscar Hernandez. As a parent, I know that being present makes all the difference. I have 3 young sons, and I learned that kids don't just hear our words, they feel them too. The way we respond in tough moments, the sense of security we provide, it all matters. When we help our kids to feel heard and supported, we help them feel safe and protected. That's why I support First 5 California and their mission to ensure every child has a stronger start in life. Learn more at first5california.com.
Hey Dodger fans, Andre Ethier here. Are you ready for baseball season? Time to stock up for game day at Superior Grocers. Whether you're firing up the grill or settling in for the first pitch, Superior Grocers has everything you need. Juicy steaks, fresh produce, ice-cold drinks, and all your favorite snacks that keep the crowd cheering. All at unbeatable prices. So download the Superior Grocer app for the latest deals and weekly specials and make every game a grand slam with Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
The world champion Golden Era continues in Los Angeles.
From backs against the wall to back, the Dodgers cement their dynasty.
Snag an exclusive world champion gold jersey when the Dodgers face the Giants on May 13th. Be one of the first 40,000 fans through the gate and get a gold jersey presented by Budweiser featuring a key figure in the Dodgers' quest to become back-to-back champions. For tickets and more, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Dodgers and Braves on this beautiful Saturday night, starting to heat up here in Southern California. Blake Snell, Spencer Strider, the pitching matchup, game 2 of this 3-game set. Dodgers baseball brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. What are you doing for dinner? How about a little Shakey's Pizza? It's game night. It's group day at Shakey's.com.
David Vassay. And now, what will likely be Vassay fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
Well, you know what today is? Snellzilla Saturday. Blake Snell making his season debut, and Nomar Garciaparra is wearing his best tie, his best shirt. His beard is perfectly groomed. His hair is perfectly combed on a big night at Dodger Stadium. Thanks for the time, Nomar.
You bet, Dave, and especially, I mean, when your guy Blake is on the hill, you got to make sure you're dressed and ready to perform and be out there, especially when we're doing the pre and post game show. So I have to look my best for your guy Blake.
That's right. All eyes on Dodger Stadium tonight.
Of course, and it's a bobblehead, so you know people are lined up, ready to come in and fill the stands and show their support. But honestly, you know what? It is really exciting to see that he's back out there.
Nomar, obviously, your hitting IQ is next level. We learned so much watching you on Sportsnet LA. What is the state of the Dodgers offense, and was there signs of hope after last night?
Well, yeah. I mean, they were facing a really tough pitcher last night. Are you kidding me? When you're facing a guy like Chris Sale, and the way they were able to manufacture runs, they had some timely hitting. They had capitalized on some opportunities because, you know, Chris Sale wasn't going to give me any opportunities, so they were able to do that. So that was really good to see. So is there a promise? Absolutely. It was almost like yesterday where they almost threw the book out throughout the league when they're not all like Chris Sale.
I heard you say a few times, you use this phrase that I've heard, paralysis by analysis. What does that exactly mean, and how do you eliminate that?
Well, I think there are times when you look at a scouting report. For example, I'm trying to remember, it might have been McGreevy or somebody they faced over in St. Louis, but it was the guy didn't throw a whole lot of first pitch strikes. Yet, and that was the book on him. Not a lot of first pitch strikes, but doesn't walk a whole lot of people. So he's not technically wild. Maybe he's looking for pitches for you to chase, stays on the corners, and that's his game. Yeah, that is true. But they took it seemed like they were taking fastballs down the middle then, because they were thinking, well, doesn't throw a lot of first pitch strikes, so that means I don't swing at the first pitch. No, that's you thinking way too much rather than going, okay, he's going to try to get me to chase. He's going to try to stay on the corners. He doesn't walk anybody, so he's around the plate. That tells me I should be looking in my spot. And if it's the first pitch is in my spot, whatever that zone is, I have to let it fly and let it go. I can't assume, I can't be having all these numbers in my head thinking about, okay, now that I'm 0-1, well, 0-1, 70% of the time he's going to come at me with a breaking ball. Okay, now I'm 1-0 or 2-0. 2-0, he doesn't like throwing the fastball on this count or whatever. Like, enough with all of that. You have to sometimes just trust and say, here's my zone. If I see it in this zone, he's got to prove to me that he's going to make me leave my zone, but I'm going to attack it and be able to hit these pitches. I think watching this offense at times that you can tell that they're thinking, they're taking the pitches, that they should be hitting. You can see them step out like, man, why did I take that? And then they find themselves chasing pitches that they shouldn't because now they're kind of thinking in another way.
All right. I believe everything Nomar says. I mean, he is definitely a hitting coach on television and certainly a guy that had a great all-around baseball feel. Thanks a lot for the time, Nomar.
You bet, Dave. Always good to talk to you.
I don't want to put you in that box, Nomar. You are more than just a great hitter.
Well, I appreciate that. You try to be more than just that. You cared about both sides of the plate, Dave. You know that.
That's right. And I'm here for Nomar. Not only is he here for us, I'm here for him. Just a reminder, Nomar, tomorrow's Mother's Day.
Well, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. You're exactly right. So happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. And I got to make sure I'm going to call my mom and call my wife. And, those two are definitely calls for sure.
All right. Well, maybe Nomar will make a reservation at Capitol Grill. Open all day for Mother's Day brunch, 10 to 2. Be sure to make your reservation early. Tim, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you, DV. Great to hear from Nomar Garciaparra. Not one of the good guys, but the great guys in baseball. Leading you up to first pitch, Dodgers and Braves on this Saturday night. First pitch is 6:10. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. I'm Tim Cates. This is the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up. In baseball, great teams know one thing.
Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Question. Real estate in California. What the Seriously, can someone help? What's an escrow? What's an ARM? What is an REO? What is pre-approval? Can I get pre-approval? Why is inventory so low? Why are interest rates so high? Oh, interest rates not so high? How low is low? How not so high is right.
Before you go down the road of questions, get expert help at championsofhome.com. California Association of Realtors. Who's your realtor?
Looking for a great deal to stay connected? Now for a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and Frontier Fiber customers can get Fiber 500 internet and a line of mobile for just $59.99 a month with autopay for 1 year. Get Fiber 500 internet for $19.99 a month and unlimited welcome for $40 a month plus taxes and fees with a new smartphone line. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more and switch. For new Frontier Fiber internet and Verizon Mobile customers in select areas, mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. Times of congestion. Unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data.
When you play your first $5, that's code Dodgers on Prize Picks to get $50 in lineups when you play $5. Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
It's the Dodgers and Braves on this Saturday night. First pitch from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium coming up at 6:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Spencer Strider on the mound for the Braves. An 8.10 ERA. No wins, no losses. 27-year-old right-hander. Former fourth-round pick of the Braves out of Clemson in 2020. Made his major league debut in 2021. Sixth season now in the big league. Strider went 7-14 with a 4.45 ERA last season in 23 starts. Made only 2 starts in 2024 before undergoing season-ending surgery. He started this year on the IL with an oblique strain. Missed the first 34 games. Made his 2026 debut last week against the Rockies. 3 1/3 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 walks. Did strike out 6 in a no decision against Colorado. He has faced the Dodgers 3 times previously in his career. He is 1-1 with the 3 ERA and 18 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts over those 3 turns against the Dodgers. He has not faced them since 2023. Blake Snell, Snellzilla, makes his 2026 debut. The 33-year-old left-hander in his second season now with the Dodgers. 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Started the season on the IL with shoulder fatigue. He made 3 minor league rehab starts. Most recently, 4 innings in AAA with OKC last Sunday. When we last saw Snell on the mound in a big league game, it was out of the bullpen in Game 7 of the World Series in Toronto. He went 1 1/3 scoreless innings that night. He went 3-2 with a 3.18 ERA in 6 games, 5 starts during the Dodgers' magical back-to-back World Series championship run last year. In 11 starts during the regular season in 2025, Blake Snell went 5-4 with a 2.35 ERA in 72 strikeouts. Blake Snell on his bobblehead night makes his season debut. Spencer Strider goes for the Braves. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. I'm Tim Cates of the back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers Audio Network.
Los Angeles soccer fans, the biggest stage in world soccer is coming to the U.S., and you could be part of the excitement. Head to a participating Verizon store for your chance to win tickets to FIFA World Cup 2026. It only takes a minute to enter, and no Verizon account is required. Check out visitverizonstores.com today for participating locations. Your chance to win ends May 14th. With Verizon, no one gets you closer. No purchase necessary. Ends May 14th. Open to legal residents residing in select states 18+. See official rules at visitverizonstores.com.
If there's a water leak and your home is flooded, will your insurance cover it? Don't count on it. Repipe your home before the flood. Call Creative Repipe. All they do is repipe homes. They're one of the most preferred and best reviewed repipe companies. Creative Repipe, local, licensed, and insured. Get 20% off your repipe job and a lifetime warranty. Call 888-373-0046. That's 888-373-0046 or go to creativerepipe.com. That's creativerepipe.com.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
In baseball, great teams know one thing. Smart defense wins championships. The same is true when it comes to protecting yourself. That's why more Americans are starting with Byrna Less Lethal. Byrna Less Lethal personal protection products are designed to stop an attacker for up to 40 minutes, giving you time to get to safety and call for help. Byrna is proudly American and hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Play smarter defense. Visit Byrna.com today. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com today.
Of the year.
The Ford Maverick is everything you need with 42 miles per gallon at the best MSRP of its category.
It's time to see Ford